Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you are new. Today we're in the NASCAR Next Gen Cup Series here at Charlotte. Should be a pretty good race, I feel like. Didn't run any practice, or in this lobby at least, but fastest I've ran in was like the 30.0s. And not my last practice, the one before that, I ran like an what was it, like in the 90s, something like that. And then earlier in the week I got down to like a 30 something. If I can get my perfect sectors, I can get into the 29s barely, but I don't see that happening here in qualifying. If we can get down to the 2s or 1s for qualifying, it will be fine. Because car does not turn very well on cold tires. So it should be interesting, and it's very loose off of turn 4. Gotta watch out for that. First lap usually isn't the better lap for me. Try to get to the bottom, hook the bottom, try not to hit the gas too early. It really wants to push up off a turn too hard. But usually I get like my faster laps around like lap 3, 4, 5, stuff like that. So I don't imagine qualifying is going to be that great for a lot of people. Some people are still probably going to get in the zeros, and they will probably get pole. One guy I've seen get in the 29s my last practice. Ran at 285, that's not bad for a first lap. Now we've got a little bit of heat in the tires. Hopefully it grips a little bit better. Tire fall off is pretty quick though. You run about like 10 laps or so, you might be about second off. Or pretty far. Gotta be real careful of a turn 4. It really wants, when the transition from turn 4 to the straightaway happens, it really wants to get loose on you. Ran a 153. I will take that. I was hoping to get around 150, so that was pretty good. I'm happy with that. 4-car got a 0.50. That's pretty quick. For the first 2 laps, that's flying. It always seems like once the tires come in and the heat builds up in them a little bit more, I get a little faster. So we are falling back pretty quickly, but still have a few people left to qualify. We'll probably be about mid-pack. We are car number 6 out of 22 here. I'm fine with the time I ran. Very happy about that. Hopefully we can stay out of some trouble and have a pretty good race here. Alright, we fell back to 8th. That's not too bad. At least we stayed somewhat up towards the front. And I'm okay with being on the outside, really. Because I feel like I can make the outside roll pretty well. And it kind of saves tires in a way, a little bit, it seems like, for me. Because earlier in the week, I ran about like a 23, 24 lap run with somebody. I ran the top side, they ran the bottom, and they were right in front of me the whole time. And I kept getting really good runs on them. Got by them later in the run. And my tire percentage was like 4, 5, 6% better, something like that on the front right. So it was quite interesting. I feel like I can keep some speed up there, but I was also running top on both turn 1 and turn 3. And not really coming down on the low side at all, but 3 and 4 definitely seems faster on the bottom than in 1 and 2. 1 and 2 you can kind of roll the top more. It's a lot of more of a sweeping corner. Off of turn 4 is just so sharp. So the bottom works a little bit better in my opinion. But hopefully we can have a pretty clean race here. 50 laps. There are cautions. It's an A-class race. If it goes as well as our truck race did, that'd be fun. We had a caution about lap 5, and then it went green the last 35, or last like 31, 32 laps on that, because there's a 40-lap race. And then with the caution, had a few laps under caution. And we have, how many sets of tires? We have 2 sets of tires here. And in the truck race, there was like 4 guys that pitted. There was 4 guys that pitted on that first caution, or the only caution in that race, on lap 4 or 5. And they all finished top 9. One got 4th, and the other ones were 7th through 9th. So, if it means as much in that race as it does this one, that will be interesting on tire strategy if you get like a real early caution. But like such an early caution like that, I would think that there's going to be a pile up of more cautions because you keep having restarts. But surprisingly, we did not in the truck race, which was awesome. And we kind of just fell off on the log run in the trucks. I'm hoping we can have a better run here in these cars. I feel like I can hold pace a little better in these than I do in the trucks, but it depends on how well we save our tires if we get a long run as well. But I don't want a bunch of quick, short runs. I feel like that's not going to benefit us because I'm not aggressive enough for that, really. But we are car 6. If we could get to a top 5, that'd be amazing. I think it's going to be real tough to do. From second to about, what? Second to about 10th was less than a 10th off. Even 11th was less than a 10th off. So, a lot of close times here. You're going to have to be real aggressive. But if you get a long run, it's going to be about who saves their tires. And I hope we can get a long run. If we can go green the entire way, that'd be great. I think you can make it on fuel, so I don't think we'll have to worry about that. This guy has a real shiny-ass car in front of us. It looks interesting because you can see, like, the ground and everything. I like that. You don't see a lot of cars like that. Alright, hopefully we can get a clean run. Try to stay out of trouble, stay out the wall. Yeah, no, second gear is the move for sure. Had a good jump. Everybody up here is checking up. 12 car did not go, so that checked the entire top line up.
Oh, we were going and then we weren't so bad.
Yeah, I was like right on the 12 and he like checked up. I don't know what happened. He missed a shift or something.
You're good, man.
Got a good run on the backstretch. Lost a few spots there off the start. I don't know if the 12 missed the shift or what happened there. Be careful on cold tires. It really gets loose off of turn 4. Kind of do want to just try to run a little bit of the outside in 1 and 2. Like just on the seam if we have the room to. And not go all the way down. Oop, he got loose. They were in the 12 car. Not sure if he got clipped there or not, because he kind of did turn on, but he might have just got loose off the corner.
Out of all places to go 3 wide, you're going to go on the exit to try. Really?
Yeah, that's probably not the greatest spot. In my truck race, we had a couple instances of 3 wide, which was crazy. And we stayed green because we didn't wreck. Good run, good run. So far, so good. Got through a couple laps. Maybe people will get spread out. And if people go spinning through the tri-oval in the grass and everything, there won't be a caution because it'll be off the racing groove, which might have happened to the 12. I don't know how hard he hit down there or anything. I thought I was going to get loose off of there, off turn 4, so I let off just to let it settle out. Like I said, I want to try to get that top groove a little bit worked in. Not as much as that purple car is up there. I want to try to like stay a little high and then get down towards the bottom by the exit. Like just get it coasting through the corner pretty well. These cars drive really well here, it feels like. They stick to the ground pretty well besides off of 4. There with the car, 2 cars in front of us, and I got sideways. Luckily we just let off, saved it. And we keep rolling. That's the main thing. If you get sideways, just don't overcorrect it and go out into the wall. Just let off the gas, even tap the brake if you need to, and it will straighten out pretty well most of the time in these cars. Just need to not upset the tires though. If you do that, you're going to be kind of screwed for the race if your tires are hating you. So far, car feels good. We're back to 9th, so we've only lost 1 spot on this run currently, which isn't too bad. I'm okay with that. A top 10 still would be a good day, I feel like. With everybody being so quick. But if we get a long run, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Dang, I keep turning a little bit too much off of turn 4 and getting loose. You kind of need to get the wheel pretty straight off of turn 4 by the time you get to the exit. But the back end really wants to kick out around on you. And the farther we get into this race, the darker it's going to get. It will start getting to nightfall. And the track like drastically changes the way it looks. It's really weird. It just happens all at one instance and it just goes dark. So I wish they would change that. Like they can do something about it because it's just like a quick flick and the whole track changes. Like the way it looks. Not really the way it drives, but it'll mess with your vision on like your line and stuff, I feel like. 10th place has been like catching us the slightest bit when we make mistakes, and then we kind of pull back away a little bit, it seems like, once we stop making the mistake. I'm way too high there in 3 and 4. Had to just let off the gas and let it coast through. It was real slow 3 and 4 that time by. See if we can roll up here pretty well. Don't get it out into the wall. That was very close. I tried to straighten it out a little too early. 20 car is going to look inside of us. That's fine. Not going to try to pinch him down too hard. I'm just going to stay on this seam. We just got to not get loose on the outside now and come down on him. And take both of us out for no reason.
Still there.
I feel like you can get some real good side-by-side racing here. Top side is going to get a lot of momentum, especially down the backstretch like that. You got clear him. Get back down to the bottom for 3 and 4. Kind of carried a little bit too much speed. I need to tap the brake a little bit getting into 3. Still like that outside. 14 cars starting to fall back some, it seems like. He was in 6th and he fell all the way back to 8th in 1 lap. Not sure if he got in the wall or what. Let off a little early. Drag the brake the slightest bit, get to the bottom. The 1 car is flying up through the field. I think he either messed up his qualifying or got disqualified or something. I'm not sure 100%. But I know he had the black flag with the X's through it, like disqualified for qualifying when I was looking at the entry list. Not sure what happened to him. But he's coming up through the field quite quickly. Got a little high into that corner, had to let it settle out to get to the bottom. But it actually worked out pretty well for us, I feel like. And his 1 car is very fast, but is he burning off his tires is the question. Trying to get up through the field. Try to roll speed out here if we can. That purple car seems like all over the place up there. Not going to be able to get back down to the bottom. 3 and 4. Back off, just run the outside here. 1 car might clear us because 3 and 4 is definitely dominant on the bottom. I'll generate some momentum down the straightaway, but not enough to get back to his inside or anything. Which is fine. I want to stay on this outside anyways for 1 and 2. I do just like running the outside as well. Like, it's something different and it makes it an interesting race also, I feel like. Got to start really waiting on these tires now to get through the corner. Starting to have much slower laps. Like, we're 15 laps in, like a second off of what our qualifying time was. Went a little too hard into that corner, but kind of saved it mid-corner, I feel like. This 20 car is probably so frustrated because we keep pulling off so far down the backstretch. Like, he keeps like almost getting to the inside of us through 1 and 2, and then I pull off on exit. 3 and 4, we kind of stay pretty even. Ooh, we get a caution. Okay. 16 laps in. Everybody's going to probably come in and pit because you got 2 sets anyways. Might as well. You're a second off the pace if you don't, so should be an interesting run.
Tire for nothing.
Yeah, same tires. I'm interested to see what the tire wear is when everybody pits. I'll be looking at mine once we do our pit, but I will bring it back when we're getting ready to go green once again.
Alright, Earl, buddy.
Alright, we were on the outside again. I don't know exactly where we're at. We fell back to 13th, but I think we're technically in 12th because somebody was in the pits that was in 5th place, so fell back a couple spots on the stop, had a really slow stop for some reason. Front right was 91, which doesn't feel too bad. For 15 laps, though, that's kind of bad, I feel like, thinking about it. But 91% after 15 laps, not terrible, in my opinion, but we definitely were getting caught by the 1, and people were running the bottom pretty well.
Though, for like 5 or 6
The 10 car
laps.
was saying, under caution, if you run the top in the beginning, your tires just fall off. So maybe that's why he was falling off so quickly and coming back towards us. So maybe we need to just stick along the bottom, and that actually saves tires more. Which is interesting to me, because I did like a long-ass run the other day, and the top worked pretty fine for us. At least in 1 and 2, the top works pretty well. I like it. But let's see how this goes. It also probably depends on how hard you push it on the top, too. But we had a nice 15-lap run. Going back green on lap 20. 30 laps to go, pretty much. We'll see if we can stay green the rest of the way around. Seemed like there was smoke off of turn 4, so maybe somebody smacked the wall. Flew to the inside is my guess. I don't know. Or got spun there. I was a little bit off the one car, so it wasn't a great start by us. I could have been closer to them. We'll probably hop in behind the 11 here. Let's get back to the bottom. The 11 got super tight there. We have a guy behind us flying on in now. Just gonna let off, let him go. No reason to try that hard right off the start. People are gonna be sliding around anyways. Just gonna try to run the bottom and be conservative with it and watch other people make mistakes. I forget how much you grip under newer tires compared to the old ones. Like, you don't have to wait as long on them. Orange car behind me got a huge run to 15.
Still there.
See if we can stick to his outside here. Yeah, he had to let off. Trying not to push it too hard to get sideways. Could probably hold him off here in 1 and 2. I'm gonna try to.
Still there on the bottom.
Should have a lot of momentum down the backstretch. Somebody's on the bottom. Might have been the guy in the pits when we were under caution. It is. We're about to be 3 wide.
Two inside.
We got by him clean. That was terrifying though. Had a huge run off of 4. Oh, he's wrecking. Thank you for going into the wall. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if the 11 clipped that guy or what. But he went flying to the outside wall. I don't know if the 11 got loose and clipped him. I don't know who it was that got clipped. But they went...
Who was that just stopped at the start finish?
Basically head on into the wall.
He wrecked.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he got hooked because it looked like he might have. Because the 11 car went shooting inside and then all of a sudden that guy went outside. So my assumption is that he got hooked by the 11 or just clipped in the rear end. Which could have easily happened. Oh, they're wrecking off of 2. Oh geez, I had nowhere to go. That's unfortunate. I was trying to get on the brakes and it just locked up. That sucks.
Oh,
I thought he was going to stay up or he'd come down quicker. I don't know, but that blows. That sucks a lot for us. I need to go in and get that damage fixed. That was straight head on the car, so that's going to affect us. Do we have RPM still? Looks like we're just down on RPMs. We have like 1900, so that's unfortunate. We may be off the pace at this point now, so that sucks. So I'm going to go get that damage fixed, and I'll let you guys know what the damage was once we're about to go back green.
Going to be on the outside. Alright, so we're going to have to come
Alright, so we're actually in like 12th or something like that. 11th, 12th? I think we're in 12th. Somehow. I think there's a lot of guys that are wrecked out, but we have like 345 of damage. I got like a minute 15 of it left, or a minute 15 of it fixed, I should say. We're definitely down on RPM some. You can see we're like just over the 1900 mark. So we're going to be slow down the straightaways. Hopefully we can keep up in the corners at least with that happening. I wouldn't mind like another quick caution. Maybe it'll take out some more people and I can get some more damage fixed. Did not take the last set of tires we have. In hindsight, probably should have with how slow we're going to be. But if we can get another caution real quick, I'll come in and pit, get those tires, and try to get as much damage fixed as we can, because just hitting straight on was really bad. I kind of like locked up the brakes and I wasn't able to turn anywhere, and there's guys wrecking to the inside wall. The guy was coming down the track. I thought he was going to stay higher and then started sliding back down some. I thought we had a little bit of an opening. Might have still had an opening there on the low side, but misjudged it and he started coming down some more, which is unfortunate, and locked up the brakes. That sucks. We're going to be slow now, but that's alright. We weren't too fast to begin with. Oh geez, somebody spun their tires up there. That jacked up the whole bottom and top lane.
What the fuck was that?
I think somebody was in first gear or something.
Some dumb shit, whatever it was.
Damn, I don't know what happened there. Or there was somebody with a lot of damage too.
Black flag for passing.
That sucks. If you pass on the inside before the start finish, you definitely will get a black flag. We'll have to keep an eye on our water tent for sure.
Bidding in.
Don't know where the 5 is. I think he's behind us. I think that was the one that we went flying by 3 wide.
This is exactly why I quit doing A6, man. Jesus
Yeah, we're
Christ.
definitely real slow down the straightaway. We have no straightaway speed at all. We're all right in the corners. Straightaway speed is screwed, so we're in
Bidding this
12th.
time.
That's not the worst. We'll probably fall back to 13th unless the 3 car is more damaged than us. We'll have to see. Yeah, he'll probably get biased because we're just so slow on the straightaway. That's okay.
Bidding. Oh my god.
And they're wrecking?
He literally says he's pitting and he still takes the inside. How dumb can
How,
you be?
I was going to say, how is there no caution? So that's going to take somebody
That was
out.
fucking
I don't know if that orange car has front end damage from that or
Yeah,
not.
it's a load of morons in here. Jesus Christ.
That was definitely a mess. Altogether, that was a huge mess. So, hopefully we can get most
I've seen
of...
the whole thing.
Oh, that's what happened. I think that was
where it is
the
going.
3 car that what happened to in the
Yeah,
start
it's
of
all
that
good, bro.
restart.
I looked left.
So, hopefully we can get a lot of our damage fixed. We'll take the last set of tires we have, and we'll go from there. So, I'll bring you guys back. We're getting ready to go green. Hopefully it'll be for the last time, and I think a couple guys got taken out, so we might be top 10 at this point. That'd be great.
We're on 1 to go.
Alright, we're back in 12th once again. One guy got the lucky dog back on the field. Don't know how much damage some of these guys are going to have in front of us. We'll see. We've got like another about minute of our damage fixed. We have probably about like a minute and a half left. Still down on the RPMs a little bit. We're going to be slow down the straightaways. That's not going to change the rest of this race, which is unfortunate, but we'll try to salvage what we can out of this race. A lot of guys have wrecked out or been laps down now from being in a wreck. So my goal is try not to go a lap down so we can gain on any spots that end up wrecking in front of us. That's the main thing. And hopefully our car doesn't blow up on us because the water temp keeps rising very quickly. I would not be mad if there's more cautions. Even though I'd want this race to finish faster, I wouldn't be mad with more cautions because that's the only way we're going to gain some spots out of it. I think 13th is the last one on the lead lap. 14th is a lap down, at least to us. Where are they? They are 2 laps down, actually. So we cannot lose a spot to them right now, which is fine. We can only lose up back to 13th, which is fine. I'm fine with that. It's not too bad of a loss. We are car 6 though. Getting to top 10 would be nice, but I don't see that happening. Unless there's some more wrecks. So it's been an unfortunate race, but it is what it is. Just made a bad decision on one of the wrecks. Not a great start for us, and I need as good of a start as we can get on these things because we got no horsepower. I'm just gonna stay high, let guys go on by. Act like I'm a lap car basically, because we have no speed. At least down the straightaways too, we have no speed. We can kind of hold it in the corners. 17 is the one we nailed to get the damage. 16's going on by us for the spot. We did get our last tires, and there's another wreck. No caution? Okay, there's a caution. We'll get some of this more of this damage fixed, I guess. 3 car got spun off of turn 4 there. That's unfortunate for him. Don't know if we're gonna have to go by the pace car or let the pace car by. Pace car is drifting. Look at him go. He's drifting the whole pit lane.
Sorry, I barely caught
That's
you.
hilarious. Oh, I wonder if the 3 car got the inside wall down there or not. For where the road course is. I don't know. I don't know if he did or not. That would suck if he did. But he might have just slid through the grass
That's my fault.
Road is open.
without anything happening to him. But at least we'll be able to pit real quick, get some more damage fixed. We have no more tires, but we didn't do anything on these tires anyways, so. Time to go hopefully get like a minute and a half repaired, and we'll be fully fixed. We'll still be down on RPMs most likely because it was a straight front end damage, so I don't think we're going to be back to speed, but at least we'll have most, if not all, our damage fixed after this caution.
1 to go. Gonna be on the
Alright,
outside.
so we're back in 12th once again.
Looks like he should be lining
The
up
3 car
behind
came
us
and
tonight.
pitted on the second lap when we were on 2 to greens. That's the only reason I'm in front of him. I think he's fine though. I don't think he has really any damage. So he'll probably go flying back by us. We have about like 20-25 seconds left of damage. We got our front end back, and we're still down on RPMs a little bit better than we were, but still not back up to 2K. I think we're at like 1950-ish, something like that. That's not too bad. At least it's the best we've had since the caution. But we're still going to be real slow. More people have to get taken out again in a wreck for us to have a chance to gain any laps or any positions. 5 car is 1 lap down now back there. He got the lucky dog, was 2 laps down, now he's 1 lap down. So if there's not another caution, worst we're going to finish is 13th. If there's another caution, worst we'll probably finish as 14th. If we don't end up in the wreck. That's the main thing. If we don't end up in the wreck. Hopefully we don't. I think we'll be slow enough to where we won't be near it. Honestly, tempted to start in first gear, but I don't want to hurt my motor more than it already is, and it's not going to really help us out too much. I just need to start going a little quicker in second gear, like hitting the gas early. But if you guys have made it this far, like, you just like me, and I appreciate that. Because I would not be watching the race at this point still. Yeah, leader went super early. We had a good jump. 16 car was sleeping on that, but he'll go right back by us, so I'm not worried about it. This guy behind us, I think it's a 3 car. Go low, please. Because we have no straight line speed. We only got up and going because we hit the gas quick, so we'll fall back 13th. I'm okay with that. He's definitely been through it, but I don't think his front end is damaged from that spin that just happened to him. Car feels super tight as well. Like, my damage has like made me tighter at this point. It feels like it's so weird. But people are still gonna race hard. That 3 is like on the inside of that, whoever that is, the 1 car. The 8 is definitely faster behind us. He's starting to catch us. I'll let him go by. I'm not worried about that. I don't want to be racing people with how slow our car is. We're back up to speed a little bit, so that's not too bad at least. Like, if we had the 5-minute NASCAR clock, we basically only had 345 of the damage, so that's not too bad. Yeah, the 8's gonna jump to our inside, which is fine. Let him by. Next lap down car is the 5, who's only 1 lap down. Yeah, we're definitely back up to speed a little bit. Basically, like, if we had, like, 10, 15 lap worn out tires, that's what speed we're at right now. We're running 8s that last lap round, so that's not too bad. At least we're, like, not just chugging along super slow. We're getting going a little bit. Well, I want to let the 5 car go. He keeps catching us right at the end of the straightaway, though. I feel like we're a little bit better than he is in the corner, which is funny. But he got a good run there. He should jump to our inside, and then we don't really have anybody that close to us behind again. Let him go. Oh, he has no back end. That's pretty cool to see. I was not expecting to see that, to be honest. Kind of scared me. I was not ready for that at all.
Get that fucker out of the way.
Get that fucker out of the way. Yeah. No, we're the guy in the way, Spotter. Like, you are... Or True Chief, actually, because he was talking to the Spotter, telling him to go get the other guy out of the way. True Chief is dumb and doesn't know what he's talking about. Because we're the slow one. We're the one with all the damage in the way. But if we can just make it to the end here, I'll be happy. Our temps are getting kind of high, so I'm scared about that. We're at about 250. Who is that? 16 car going through the grass, the fake grass here, which is kind of just like the concrete. It doesn't really get you that loose or anything, which is nice. But our temps are getting quite high. I don't think we'll have to worry about them, because I think it won't blow until we get to about like 280, 290. But they're getting up there. Each straightaway is getting closer and closer to it. And if there is a wreck, hopefully it will be literally on the white flag, and we can gain the spots, and then the 5 car won't end up getting a lap back if we lose a spot to him. Because he definitely is a little bit faster than us. We got another lap car, 22, coming behind. He is starting to catch us. I'll just let him go by. There's guys blocking all the way down the backstretch up there. I would not be surprised if there's a wreck. I'm going to stay high for the lap car, because we are slow. He went a lot slower in that corner than I expected, but faster down the straightaway, so we're just going to stay high, show him that we're giving him the inside. Just gotta not hit the wall down the tri-oval. That's one easy thing to do if you're not paying enough attention. Yeah, 22's off pace in the corners. I don't know how much damage he has. But he definitely still has all 2K of his RPMs when he hits the clutch down the straightaway, you can tell. He might just be on some like super old tires or something, I'm not sure. Because we're like keeping up, if not the slightest bit quicker than him through the corner, and then down the straightaway he just picks it up and goes away. Don't think we'll have to worry about the 17 behind us. We'll just limp this thing home. 2 more laps to go. Hoping some people up there will wreck. They're from about like, what is that, like 7th to 11th or something like that. Most likely, they're all together in like a line, so maybe something crazy will happen there. But we are going to get this race in. Don't have to worry about our temps. They've kind of subsided around 150 to 155 on the water temp at least. That's what I'm more worried about. Those getting real high up there real quick. Maybe there'll be one big wreck like there was in the truck race that we had. But they seem like they're keeping it single file. Nobody's really dive bombing anybody else, so we're going to bring it home 13th. I will take it after getting in that dumb wreck. We ended up winning the whole thing. The 4 car ended up winning it. Good race, good win. And there's people getting spun after the checkered flag. Why couldn't you guys have done that about like... Oh no, I don't think he was getting spun out. I think that he just nailed the brakes the rest of the way. But we finished 13th. We'll go back see what the cautions were real quick. And you'll see how I had room to the inside. I think there was a guy getting to our outside when I started checking up. I think it was the 1 car. But yeah, we had some decent front end damage there. Definitely was slowing us down. I want to see about lap, what was it? Like here was in the wreck? Nope, that was right before it. We had no front end. So yeah, we were definitely hurting. We got most of the damage fixed. We actually got a front end back for the most part there towards the end, which is nice. At least we looked like we had a race car again. So let's go back to the very beginning. See what these cautions were about. We actually had a pretty good run to start off the race with. I want to go back to this restart, the very start of the race. The 12 car, I don't know if he missed a shift or something right in front of us, but he started not to go and then like shift and then went. Like he was off the pace right there. Something weird happened, not 100% sure. This is way back in the pack. First lap, 19 just coming down on the 21. They save it. Looks like somebody's gonna get in the wall here. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, that's where the 12 just got loose down the backstretch. Saved it from hitting the inside wall. Something happened behind him with that orange car. Looks like he might have got sideways too, but kept it off everything. Didn't get in the incident. Maybe the 10 car scraped the wall there the slightest bit. I think he did say he scraped the wall going into turn 1 once, and he had a bunch of damage. It might have been right there, it looked like. What is this, the 9 car, it looks like? Yeah, 9 car. Barely scraping the wall off of the exit. 7 and the 8 racing hard. They get collected together. That is the first caution. It's probably what happened to the 21. It looked like the 7 was pushing off the corner. The 8 car really didn't go up the track, coming off very quickly, and the 7 car just drifted up onto him. He should have missed them. They're racing off the pit road. Maybe there's a, I think there's a bump off the exit that give people incidents right there, it looks like, because their cars are like bouncing real quick. Same thing on the back stretch. There's a one coming on the exit of turn 2. 20 car, oh, he just nailed the wall. That's all it was. 20 car just hit the wall, went straight into, and the 13 just did not miss him. Like he was coming, just I don't think he ever saw him. I think he was straight behind the 8. Let's go on board with him and see what happened there. It looked like he was straight behind the 8 car. Didn't really know because he sees the slow car up there. 8 car kind of gets his way. He probably figured the 20 was gonna be like half a lane higher, like a little bit closer to the wall, and he was gonna go down right here, and then had to try to make a maneuver last second. Doesn't work. He clips the 20. Somehow they don't go wrecking. Thought they were going to. 20 car scrapes the wall down the backstretch. I remember that happening because I remember seeing a little bit of sparks. 14 into the wall of turn 4. 18 car sliding, nailing the wall right there on the front stretch. Everybody barely misses him. He was way low. I thought somebody was going to nail him. I think this is what happened down the back stretch. It looks like the 1 The one was in front of us at this point. Okay, so let's go chopper view, see what happened. Because it looks like the one has a huge run. 17 gets to the back of the 14. The 17 blinks, and that causes that huge wreck. And then I had a little bit of room coming through that. So let's go on board with us. Because I just picked the wrong place to go. So the wreck's happening up here. We're starting to check up. I thought he was going up. Didn't realize he was going to come way back down like this. Because I was trying to follow the line where they were going. And the 14 was all the way to the inside. We didn't go nearly low enough. Like, I locked up the brakes right about there. And it started turning my car back right. So that sucked a whole lot. We just picked the wrong place to go. That was really unfortunate. Even more people hitting behind. Probably what saved us on a lot of the... Jesus, where are you going? Where are you going? I was so confused. I thought he was going to nail somebody right there. And then people on the restart. This is what happened with the 3. I think he spun his tires. Or no, he missed his shift. That's what he said, that his shifter got stuck or something. And then you can see the 10 car here jumps to the inside, gets by the 5 before the start finish line. And that will give you a black flag. And right here, I'm pretty sure he said that he was pitting. Oh, the 21 is who got into him. I thought it was the orange car that did. And the 21 just nailed the 10 there. That was just not being smart. I don't know if he doesn't have voice chat on or not, but that's why I leave it on for cases where people say they're going to pit or trying to get out of your way and let you know where they're going. 15, running a little high there with the car on his outside, clips the 3. He goes for a slide. That was the next caution. And then we had a green race to the end. 16 got sideways, went through the artificial turf here at Charlotte. 9 car gonna probably smack the wall off of turn 4 or just barely scrape it with about 3 laps to go. 1 car is flying up through the field. Him and the 13 touch. I don't know if 13 was a little sideways, and then he hits him back. 1 car goes flying through the infield, and actually that he was wrecking there at the end. He was trying to get that spot all he could. Go on the chopper cam. I think the 13 just came down a little bit, tapped him in the first place, and then the 1 car came back, tried to hit him out the way, and if he didn't hit him, I think he would have had 9th. He finished 10th. I think he would have had 9th if he did not come back and hit him there. So we end up finishing 13th. I'll take it after all that carnage. At least we ended up with a decent finishing position somewhat. Definitely going to lose some iRating, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We ended up in a wreck that we shouldn't have. I put myself in a bad situation and just didn't follow the line in front of me as much and locked up the brakes. So let's go see what we end up getting out of the results. All right, results in. Straight to field was quite good, 31.57. I think there was 3 splits. Yeah, 3 different splits. There was like 60-something people that registered for it. We qualified in 8th, finished 13th, lost 21. That's not too bad. At least we didn't lose a whole bunch. We lose a little bit of safety, but that's all right. We had a decent amount. I was trying to get back up to a 4.0, but getting a 4X there hurts us a little bit. That's okay. Hopefully we can have a better race next week. Where are they going next week? Is next week a road course? I can't remember. Oh no, next week's Gateway. I remember now because I remember looking at it a few days ago and saw there at Gateway, and I was really excited about that. I love that track. That Gateway is a very fun track. I think they renamed it to Worldwide Technology Raceway, something like that, but I'd still call it Gateway. I don't care. It's a much easier way to say it, but they did rename it a few years back, I'm pretty sure. So next week should be fun. I want to run that in the trucks and in the Cup Series for sure. I know ARCA is there this week. I didn't get a chance to run that. I think the next race I'm going to do is definitely a dirt one. I'm not sure what we're going to run yet. Pretty sure UMPs are at Knoxville, which would be a lot of fun. I think the World of Outlaws are at Knoxville too, so I might end up running that because that is the place for sprint cars. It's the sprint car capital of the world, Knoxville. So probably will end up running that if we get a chance to, if enough people register to run it. But had a decent run here. It was a little bit better in the truck series with caution-wise. How many cautions we had? We had 4 cautions for 15 laps. Hoping it was going to stay a little greener and have a good run. Try to save tires. I think we were burning them off on the first run. Would have been interesting to see how the second run was going because we actually were going to run the bottom the whole time. I was running the top a little bit too much in the first run. So I think we're burning up the tires. But if I didn't put myself in the bad situation and lock up the tires, probably could have missed the 17 there and kept our car clean to the finish. So appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race nonetheless. I don't get in a lot of wrecks, but when I do, I really fuck up the car. So hopefully we have a better run next time, and I'll catch you guys in the next race.